Is it ever a good idea to do the fandango with a colleague?
Rose?
You know.
Pot and kettle.
Yeah, but we weren't working together at the time.
But you are now.
Together at the time. We ended up working together, yes.
In more ways than one, Ruth.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I've got to admit that I have broken that rule. And the first time...
Come on, Janet.
Hardly a little mince. More like a seasoned operator. Anyway, the first time I slept with the boss. I had a job on a magazine. I slept with the boss and the staff all came out on strike and I could actually see their point. And I later went on and married him. So, you know, I left the job...
Just to prove our point.
Yeah, I left the job but I married the boss. And the second time I was the boss and I slept with someone, it was a big mistake.
Yeah.
Big mistake. But it lasted 5 years.
Big mistake, not just for the relationship, but with the dynamic at work. Because I do think when people are in an office environment or a work environment, it changes the dynamic for everybody, doesn't it?
Oh, well, this wasn't in an office. It was someone who presented a programme for me that I met, and they presented a programme and I got a lot of stick in the press about it. But again, I stick with them we stayed together for 5 years, so we kind of weathered the thing. But it did make it a bit uncomfortable at times, definitely.
I do think in an office, an everyday environment, I don't think it's a great idea to get involved because it's just, you know, when it's going well, fair enough. But what about the nights you have, the days or the nights, whatever, you have the arguments and then everyone in the office... Or even once you split up. But then you've still got to work together. Oh, I would say back away.
People go to the stock room, don't they, to go to the loading bay.
It's all coming out now, isn't it, Janet?
There's only so many places you can have a confidential conversation and you can't have a bloke in the ladies' loo. So you go to the stock room. Or stationery cupboard.
There's a lady here every time it's going, oh, yeah. She obviously is taking you right back over there. But Vicky, obviously on the shows, the kind of shows that you've worked on, it's, you know, that's kind of what they do. The shows are often about the romance, the relationship that's going on. But in The Jungle, of course, there was Spencer, wasn't there, from Made in Chelsea, and there was definitely a little sparkle between the two. Yeah,
he's a great sword, isn't he?
But then he left, so there was no chance for that to develop. Would it have developed? Have you seen him since?
There was no chance for anything to happen between me and Spencer because, of course, his time in the jungle was very fleeting. But there are rules, I think, even in the jungle against that, you know.
But would you have listened
you
to
wouldn't...
them?
I mean, rules are made of it, you know what I mean? I think I probably would have had a cheeky kiss with him, like. Is that bad? There's no stationary cupboard in the jungle, man.
You've got loads and loads of cameras following your every move. I mean, when I was in the jungle, there was no one I would even snog with an extended pole. I mean... You at least had someone attractive.
I did, yeah.
I had Paul Burrell.
I did notice, because you were on Anton Deck with that fantastic surprise on Saturday night.
Done as...
And it was really funny, actually, because you looked genuinely surprised. But there was a very big, large bunch of red roses close to Valentine's Day, I noticed. So who were those from, Vicky?
God, he's always put me on the spot. Spencer sent me 100 red roses. 100, yeah.
Wow.
So is there a date? Is there a date looming?
I think that there will be a date. He's not in the country at the moment, but as soon as he's back, I would like to see him and thank him for the roses.
Not in the stationery cupboard, though. For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free, and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.
But at the end of the day, I do realise that with surgery and stuff like that, it's all down to personal preference. And this has been one of her bugbears for a while. And despite the fact that I thought she looked gorgeous without it,